Walter, of course, is always accurate. And I sometimes think my life alternates between Petco and Barnes & Noble. Barnes & Noble takes care of me, my best friends, since my twin brother and I were very little. Our parents always said, you're going to be the only children. My mother was over 40 when we were born. It took them 22 years to start us to begin with. So we always loved books, and books were our best friends. But the Petco, Walter referred to, and it ties in with Miss Hill. No, Miss Hill. In the South, you don't refer to someone's first name unless, whatever. Miss Hill has a tattoo of a raven. And while she has it on her arm, I have it in this house. Our mascot is this wonderful raven. And the raven has this, I made the mistake of introducing him to live crickets. And he loves live crickets. And while they're omnivorous and will eat almost anything, the cricket seems to catch his imagination because the cricket doesn't want to become part of the food chain. So the cricket will exit the food dish with the raven in hot pursuit. And to see this giant African raven in pursuit of this cricket. But my veterinarian advisors tell me that the crickets provide a major component. It's a multiple vitamin. And of course, you cannot maintain crickets here, so I'm always at Petco buying these crickets. I know that's important for tonight's significance. I thought I would share it. But Caitlin has this raven tattoo. And this club gave a gold medal in the whole category of tattoo. And to see this tonight, I said, really, there's nothing Walter won't do to tie this evening together. I want to say, and I said this to my twin brother, possibly this will be one of the most significant evenings for me on multiple levels. One, there are some people, you know, who can take you on a trip, and Walter has always provided that for me. Somehow we met through a woman here in the building, a family, Mrs. Winthrop Nielsen, Old Main Line, Philadelphia, who was our link to New York Society Register. And she told me many years ago, Aldon, you must meet Walter Szabo. We're with the Szabos at Buck Hill Falls in the summer. We were at Skytop, so I didn't meet him at that initial introduction. But it did follow that I got a memo when I was involved with the Junior Chamber of Commerce that Walter had been appointed, I hope I get this right, Vice President of the FM network for NBC by Fred Silverman. And that, for me, I said, wow. And then, of course, the next thing I know, Walter Szabo is part of this club. And he's been very much a part of our neighborhood. In fact, his private townhouse abuts this, and if the club wants to expand, I guess we'll have to make Walter an offer he can't refuse. We'll give his family a life estate, but we really need that additional space. In terms of the arts, our mission, as all of the board here knows, and I want to cite Sherry Provost of the Literary Committee, and Tom Crower and Dan Schiffman here, chairman of our distinguished music committee, and then in spirit, Diane Bernhardt, who is first vice president, and she and Krishan Dali would certainly have been here, except they're at a point in the fashion committee they needed to be in an alternate location, but still in this building. And I didn't act alone. Ultra Vires, when Walter brought Caitlin Hill's name to my attention, I did call Diane Bernhardt. And when your family has started the value line, you know how to look for a blue chip stock, something that's going to pay a good dividend. And we need to understand the internet. You know, I am totally illiterate, and it's been brought to my attention again and again that it's now a component of our literacy. And so I feel now almost I'm covered by the Americans with Disabilities Act in the sense that I don't even know how to turn on the 9 computers this club owns. But as has been pointed out by the previous speakers, Caitlin is so charming that she said, I'll help you. And I really want to follow that up because we need to get there as a national institution. And Walter, of course, not by accident, the Sabo entrepreneurial spirit, has put in place a cornerstone. I guarantee you this 110-year-old institution will erect a skyscraper very quickly. Michael Bloomberg has also been very supportive of the club. He was very generous with his support for our anniversary dinner and our linkage now to Pratt, Pratt Institute, now with a campus on 14th Street. I think we certainly have to address the needs and interests of our young people. So the internet world is very important to us. In terms of awards, we all have heard me say in the past, none of our honorees need this award. The award needs them. And thus it's my great pleasure and high honor on behalf now of 2,300 committed club members to present Caitlin Hill our Distinguished Medal for Lifetime Achievement.
Good.
I see a laptop up here. I guess that ties in some. Or maybe if I can open it up. It says, inscribed with Caitlin Hill's name. It's not uphill or downhill, it's Caitlin Hill. Caitlin Hill, Medal of Honor, December the 8th, 2008, National Arts Club, Gramercy Park, New York City. Perfect.